Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. Well, today is my mom's birthday, and I took her out for lunch. And yesterday I talked to her. She said she didn't want to shop. Well, that changed. She wanted to shop, and we shopped until I wanted to drop. She's 84, and I'm the one wore out. So, but I'm here this evening with you with the memorable Blooms bundle from the January through April 2025 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog, and we'll be playing with that. And so, Miss Adelaide, hello. Oh, and Miss Tammy, well, hello, hello, hello. So I'm so happy you all are here. So let me introduce myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. So let's have a closer look at this memorable Blooms bundle. All right, here we go. Now this is from I think I just said that, the January through April 2025 mini catalog. And isn't this pretty? I got this right away and it was really popular. So it went on back order for a while. And so, or what they call currently unavailable. So I waited until it was available. Like, okay, I need to play with this. And isn't this pretty? So we've got these open dies for the images and this, oh, gorgeous. And then an intricate die, and that's intricate too. So two different ways to use that. I'll use it, of course, one way. And my plan was to come back this evening or this afternoon and make some more with, because I'm using designer series paper with some others. But like I said, my mom shopped until I was ready to drop. Oh, Miss Danette is here. Hello. And Miss Bonnie B. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Bonnie B. She reminds me to please give my video a like, which is, a thumbs up, a like, and a share. And of course, come in and say hello to the nicest group of sweet stampers ever. These are just the nicest, well, mostly ladies that I'm aware of, and that are here live. And if you're a guy, hey, tell us. We enjoy everybody. So I'm going to be using this, and so I'm going to do some die cutting. This is a simple card. Thank goodness, because like I said, Mom wore me out. But I'm going to use from my Layers of Beauty bundle. I've got that camera nice and tight, and I hope that works really well. I can always go out. Oh, you love the fonts in this set. Yeah, this is really pretty. The Memorable Blooms, very, very nice. Oh, and Miss Jenna Marie. All right. I don't remember you ever saying hello. And I think I have that right. I'm squinting a little bit. And so from my Layers of Beauty bundle, I'm going to use the little tag die and the God Bless. So we need to do a little bit of stamping before I grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So what I have here is some basic white cardstock. Whenever you're stamping on white cardstock, you really want to use the Stampin' Up! Basic white cardstock. It has a smooth, tight finish to give you crisp, clean images. And the designer paper I'm using will coordinate with the Blackberry Bliss. It wasn't listed in the colors, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So I'm going to pick this up, slide that in, and I have the God Bless mounted on a clear block B. And our clear blocks, if you haven't tried them, look, they're rounded, and they have the grooves in there, super easy to hang on to and so comfortable. So we stamp this on here, and then we'll be ready for some die cutting. And straight up and down. Voila. Okay, so my Layers of Beauty. I did a card last week with it, and I'll show you this to remind you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so you've got the big die to die cut the whole, or you can isolate just that rose, and I got to have part of that. And so that's the layers. Oh, I should show you that. I have the QR code for that. It soon, before we know it, we're going to be seeing the last chance list in about a month. And as I was sharing last week, I have no inside knowledge, but I won't be surprised in the slightest if my gorgeous Layers of Beauty is on that list. And so Sale-a-Bration, a great time to pick that up if you've been eyeing it and don't have it yet. So let me set that aside. and grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, Miss Roxanne is here. And she just had a birthday too, I believe. And what I have here is my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I just love how it folds up. And I stick it on a shelf behind me. And so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Actually, I've got so much room on that shelf. The mini is behind it. Okay, so I'm going to be die cutting. Oh, you know what I didn't talk to you about, but I sure will. I'm going to be die cutting with these two. And I have mine stored on these magnet cards that I pick up from Stampin' Storage. So it's a separate company from Stampin' Up, but they have products to keep our supplies and our craft rooms amazingly organized. And so there's the link to that. Oh, that sale's over. I didn't fix that. All right. Sorry about that. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I just hit something I didn't mean to hit. I'm okay, really. Okay, so, and there we go. And then I store them in one of these storage pockets. And you can put the tag on there and flip through and see all of them. I like to do that. I like to see my my dies, look through, because sometimes we have some intricate ones and that works out really well, to grab it from another set. All right. So, and I had my other on there too. Okay. So I am going to start with these beautiful dies. And so I could use plate number 1 and plate number 2 that comes with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because what we need to do is build what's called a sandwich to the appropriate thickness. But instead, I'm going to use magnetic platform that I picked up on Amazon. And when I hold it up, you see all those little circles? Those are the magnets. It's not one solid magnet. Wow, that'd be really heavy if it was. But those magnets, and so they help hold the dies in place to make me a better, not perfect, but a much better die cutter. It's just saving me a lot of time. And what do they say? Time is money. Oh, Miss Patricia's here too. Hello. All right, so regardless if you use plate number 1 and plate number 2, because with this I don't need to use washi tape or something else, you still need a cutting plate, plate number 3, and then cardstock, and I chose basic white. Okay, so let's do this. And the cutting edge, isn't that pretty? Can you see that around there? That is so pretty. Okay, the cutting edge is that rough edge, and we place that down. And then this, there we go. What is this, a hexagon? It's not an octagon, that'd be 8 sides. So I'm centering that in there, because what I want is the center one. And then that puts a hole in the paper where this second one, the big one, will cut out the whole thing. All right. And then I finish with another plate number 3. Place that on there, and then we'll cut that through. So if you're just joining us, please give my video a like and a share and pop in with a hello. Okay, this is really intricate and gorgeous. When I cut this, okay, so here's another thing you can do. You can cut a hole in it and have the pretty little, it's not just stitching, it's like little flowers all the way around, but we won't be using that. Right back on my magnetic platform. And then, oh, I keep forgetting. I thought about it when I was designing it. I need to use the dryer sheet, but look how beautiful all this fell out. Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is an amazing machine. Look at that, and isn't that gorgeous? It's so intricate, and I do have the stitching around there. So let's plop that back on there. I don't leave those pieces in. My Take Your Pick tool helps me get all of those out. But look how that just fell right out. This is an amazing machine. Using, the standard plates. Okay, I'll finish that later. Oh, we're not done. We're not done, because I need to die cut the God Bless. All right. And so we got the God Bless. Let's tuck these right in here. And it's still rather cold here. I mean, colder than normal. And at first my mom says, "Oh, it's so cold," but it wasn't windy. And she had her handicap thing, so we got to park close to the store because most people were, not too crazy, so crazy to be out in cold weather. Okay, so look, you know how I showed you those magnets? I'm trying to find those magnets. This is a small die, and I like to plop it down and let it find the magnet itself, and then work with it from there. Okay, so here we go. We've got the God Bless centered in there. And then, of course, again, another plate number 3. And let's crank that through. And so it's Sale-a-Bration time, which it's quickly coming to an end. It is only through February 28th. And today, if you're watching me live or while it's already February 18th. It's almost over. And so you've got this little tag and then a hole to be able to put some ribbon or something through. All right. So we are done with the die cutting. Oh, but we're not done with the machine. Now I will use plate number 1 that comes with it because I need to be not as thick as, maybe I could show you that. See this, the magnetic platform, it's just a little bit thicker when you add the plate number 1 to make it just the perfect size to go through. But what I want to use is the eyelet embossing folder. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? I'll show you another one that I tried. And I was trying to decide which I wanted to do. And so this is the eyelet 3D embossing folder. Oh, it got up to 50 degrees where Miss Rock. Now, girl, that just sounds like summer to me right now, 50. It was a balmy 13 at our high today. All right. So I put my paper in there, in this case, Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And when you put it through, you want the hinge to go through first. And an easy way to remember that is the Stampin' Up! Logo facing you. So super simple. And then with the 3D embossing folders, a regular plate is not thick enough, and a plate on the top and the bottom is too much. So instead, now did you notice this went right on plate number 1 without a cutting pad? I'm not cutting anything, I won't hurt it. But what I need is just a plate number 4. Now this comes with the purchase of a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but you can pick it up separately. I have it listed in all the supplies under the video if you're on YouTube, and you can pick it up separately if you have a machine of the same size plates. For example, the Big Shot. Yeah, Miss Roxanne, yeah. Well, I know for you that would be cold, but right now it just sounds good. And I've got a friend who lives in the South. In the winter, she laughs at me, and in the summer, I laugh at her. So, it all works out. All right. And this is from the annual catalog. Isn't that just a beautiful embossing folder? Okay. So, this is really, really a simple card. And what I'm going to do is use the Memorable Blooms designer series paper. It is one of the free Sale-a-Bration gifts with purchase with only a 60. And here we go. And this is an exclusive product. And aren't these beautiful? Now, I've used this paper before. Let me let you see these. Oh, so pretty, the colors. There we go. And so we've got, you're getting to see both sides, because they're double-sided. I don't know if you remember this, but I made this card with the Memorable Blooms, and here are those greens. Just such a pretty card. And the name's escaping me, heart-shaped. It's a Sale-a-Bration gift, free with 120. And so let me put that away, because there you go. So you can see this beautiful paper. And so Sale-a-Bration, it's almost over, but we will be using this beautiful paper. Okay, so let me show you. I almost used, because here, with this die cut, I did this and I thought, are those too many flowers? And so I decided to get out the Forever Plaid, I believe that's the name of it, and try that out. And I wanted you to see it. I did end up going back to the eyelet with these, the eyelet, because it, I like this for the contrast. But anyway, I wanted you to see. I did come back to here. This is just a really pretty embossing folder. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this. And I decided to use my favorite adhesive ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. And let's go ahead. And I was really generous with them for this. Not just the four corners. I put them in the center of each. So I don't know, is anyone else having this latest Arctic Blast? Now next week, we won't be up to 50, Miss Roxanne, but I saw some at least mid-30s, which after the last couple of days sounds really, really good. I remind myself, it's February, it's that time of year. We haven't been socked in with a lot of snow. We've had some snow, but not some of the, the numbers I'm hearing some other places getting hit with. And so it is Michigan. All right, so see, very generous with this. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool just to peel those off. Okay. What else is going on during Sale-a-Bration? Not only the free gifts with purchase, but if you decide to join my team, you will get some extra goodies. You've got a couple choices, an extra 30 or 2 sets of Stampin' Right markers of your choice, color families, and an exclusive stamp set. And now that's only through February 28th as well. And you do that at www.startmybusinesswithshelly.com. Okay, so it just felt like it needed more than, this was pretty. I haven't shown you the paper yet, but I wanted more. And to emboss just the front, you can see it kind of weakens it. And so one of my favorite things to do is the tone on tone, because this is the color I wanted for the base, but it gave me another layer. It let me pop it up and I got that texture and now still have a strong, 21 embossed in. Okay. All right. It's not sounding horrible. And I chose these 2 patterns. Aren't these pretty? And so that's Fresh Freesia. And Blackberry Bliss wasn't listed, but I sure think that looks like Blackberry Bliss. So now this is going on a textured, so I need to do something to keep it, a stronger adhesive and mini glue dots. If I wanted to use Stampin' Dimensionals, I would have shored this up with some cardstock behind it because it's paper. It's not cardstock. All right, so I will use the mini glue dots. And for some reason now they come off on this part. And so I need to pick it up and take it off. And we'll put one in each corner. That will be enough. I'm trying not to touch them. My nail won't take away the stickiness. My fingers will, though. So, of course, we still have last chance list. So if you can order it in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, hey, it counts towards Sale-a-Bration. Okay, so this will go, let me see, right about here. Isn't that pretty, the contrast? So I thought about white, and now this, because it'll be hitting there and there, we'll use the mini glue dots again. An update on my taxes. Oh, wow, I put in a lot of hours on Sunday. I got one part done, probably the easiest part, but hey, at least I can say something is done, and then we'll move on. My goal is to have them done by the end of the month. We will see. All right. And this will go right here. Let me even that up. Once I'm happy, then I press. I'm like, okay, that's looking pretty even. Let's press. All right. And then, centered right on here. Is this not gorgeous or what? Actually, it goes like this. And so I thought, I want dimensionals behind here. Oh, Miss Kimberly, I'm so glad you like this. The colors are beautiful. And I started to get out the little mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and then I remembered, and I know they're here. Oh, okay, right here. My foam adhesive strips. Went, oh, yeah. These are perfect. Let me pull one of these out. And so you have these long, look at that, these long strips and absolutely perfect for, and I'm right? This is a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hex. Yeah, pretty sure. Hex is 6. I know octagon is 8, like an octopus. And so I'm just taking my paper snips, and I don't know if I made that too long or not. Yeah, I made that a little bit too long. Let's trim it down. I went, oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. So, having different types of adhesive on hand really is helpful for our projects. I just couldn't believe how perfect this was. And so, let's see. I didn't feel I needed to do every one, but I'm pretty sure I did 4. We'll see how it works out. I mean, you could do all of them, but my card felt like it had good support. Oh, a little bit too long. Okay, let's trim it. Okay. And one more. Oh, very cool. Oh, Arkansas shouldn't be cold and snowy, should it? I'm sorry. I'm used to it. So I think it's definitely rougher if you're not used to it. And our poor friends in Kentucky and Tennessee with that flooding. Oh my goodness. And I think some more snow's coming on top of that. All right. And so right here, that's pretty. All right, so let's peel these off. And did I get them all? Nope, that one. I knew I missed one. There we go. So you could rotate it however you want, but I think it looks right in the corner. So I'm centering it on this, not that. Not the flowered, but this. But that mostly, it's not solid, but behind there, very pretty. There are 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you're right. Well, then it's an octagon. I couldn't count. All right. And so then our God bless. Well, what I have is the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. Well, of course, I wanted white. Well, instead of sitting here fooling with that, not that it was hard, but I just went ahead and put some through. And I was putting it on here, but I thought, no, I don't want to cover up my beautiful flowers. And so I kept moving it around till I got it to where I could, have it, but not cover up those intricate flowers. Okay, fluffing and playing. And I decided right here. So that's where the little mini Stampin' Dimensionals come in. We'll build that up. I guess you could use the others, but this felt perfect. So yeah, it's a great time, Sale-a-Bration, to stock up on adhesives and get yourself a gift. We've got a lot of products that are exclusive that you can't purchase. And then we have some extra ones, and I'll show you one in just a second that you can redeem for free or purchase it either way. And so I want it to look like it was tied on to one of these flowers, tucked under here just a tad bit. Come on, pick up. There we go. But not covering up. So like it was on this flower. And there we go. So we've got our little God bless. And I thought, okay, I needed something to finish it. And I was thinking white. You've had snow 4 times this winter. Wow. And thank you, Miss Ruth. I can count. Really, I can. Just apparently not tonight. I didn't think about it until I started my live video, thinking, I wonder what shape that is. Okay, and so I was going to get out some white embellishments, and you're going through your supplies, like, oh, this would be so sweet and would add a nice little touch. And so these are the brush brass butterflies. Say that a few times fast. And this is one of those Sale-a-Bration free gifts with purchase. That QR code is the Sale-a-Bration one. Listed under the video is if you just wanted to order them. So my recommendation would be go for anything that's exclusive if you love it. Like, I think it's called heart shaped. I should grab my catalog and know. Or the Bloom Impressions paper. If you like any of that, definitely get the exclusive first, because these are things you can purchase. But if you've gotten all that you want, there are, they added 11 new ones. It is heart-shaped bundle. Okay. All right. My memory's not completely gone. But there are others to grab like this. Okay, so I always press down because it's happened to me. It's been a long time because I have that habit. I press down so the adhesive sticks to the embellishment and not to the acetate sheet. So one here, and let's go grab a small one. I need to go in rows. I'm sure some people that aren't as uptight as I am, they could probably just grab any place, but that's okay. Oops, and one more. I thought a little one right about here. Just, white would have been fine, but I like, ooh, nice little touch. Adding those in. Tried a couple out there. I thought, nope, we're going to keep them on the variegated, the solid, not the pattern, but that variegated one. And there we have it. A really quick and easy card with the gorgeous, memorable blooms. And so I feel like I know I haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do with this, because look at these beautiful flowers and the greetings. And like someone was saying, the font is great. I think it's so much fun when they mix, script with print. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. You've been on my mind. Love and thanks. You are awesome. Thanks so much. And you mean the world to me. And I showed you the DSP. That's the Bloom Impressions. That is this beautiful paper. That is a free Sale-a-Bration gift. Well, thank you, Miss Danette. And so this bundle, I hope you order the bundle because you save 10% on both the stamp set and the dies. So always look to see if there's a bundle when you go and order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I don't know why that keeps going away, but that is the stampingsmiles.com is my blog. So tomorrow, I will get the blog post up with this video. And on that blog post, there will be all the measurements to make it easy for you to make this card. And I was wanting to play with some other papers to show you some other, but hey, it's Mom's birthday and she wanted to shop, and that's okay. And but I think it'd be fun to take this template or layout sketch, they call it, and try some different papers with it too. So you'll have all the measurements to make that easy for you to do, as well as a downloadable PDF that you can keep. Well, thank you. Miss Adelaide loves the colors, and Miss Tammy. Oh, okay, Miss Tammy, I twisted your arm. She needs to get this bundle now. It is really pretty. If you go look at Stampin' Up samples, online, I mean, I don't remember what's in the catalog, but I was looking online, and they use the window, make it a window into the card. And so, go check out those samples. Yeah, that octagon. Yes, it's an octagon, not a hexagon, because, I can count all the way up to 8. Oh my goodness. It's all right. I'm okay, really am. I just keep telling myself that, and it's all good. So let me come back. It's time to come back. There we go. We scoot over instead of having the camera in my face, and we'll put this up here, our chat, so I can see. There we go. Well, thank you for joining me. And I sure appreciate that. I love our Tuesday evenings together. So I said to Mom, I said, can we go to lunch? And it worked out great. Lunch worked out great, especially on a cold day like this. Because if it was cold then, I can't imagine how cold it would be trying to run around now. I think it's oh, it is 4. It was the right thing to do. Go to lunch for sure. And but thank you for joining me. And the Memorable Blooms bundle is available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, as well as all the supplies are listed under there. And everything I used is available to order unless I told you differently. Oh, Miss Sweet Sarah. Well, thank you. Um, Unless I showed you differently, a couple things that I picked up on Amazon. But other than that, everything's available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, and grab this up while you can get a free Sale-a-Bration gift. So it's that time of evening where I thank you for joining me. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Good evening.